Welcome to third grade.
I'm Mr. Alcamo.
I'm Miss Gaines.
Miss Van Camp.
And I'm Mrs. Mathis. So we are here today to tell you all about our third grade curriculum. And so we are wild about learning this year. Oh, I went too far. Okay, so in reading, once you get to third grade, we are no longer just learning how to read, we are using our reading to learn. And each week we'll use benchmark literacy, and we will work on a focus, skill, and strategy. And then we will be reading in a whole group and small group settings. They'll jump from chapter books or picture books to chapter books this year when they're in third grade. In writing,
this year we're going to do 3 types of writing. We're going to do opinion, we're going to do narrative and informational writing. And throughout the year, or first semester, we're going to do the 3 types of writing all together. And then we're going to do the second semester the same 3 again.
Okay. So word work is about developing a deep understanding of words. So we have 2 components to our word study this year. We'll be using Words Their Way, and we'll talk about patterns of words. And then we'll also have a list of 15 accountable words that we'll send home with the students each week. And they will be doing some work with it at home and in the classroom. And then those words, which are high frequency third grade words, will be the ones they are accountable in their writing.
All right, for social studies, third grade team will actually be field testing a new curriculum. Those areas are going to focus on government, history, culture, and geography, and all of those things will be pertaining to Missouri. In science, we will be doing the MySci curriculum. It is a very engaging curriculum built with hands-on learning activities. We will be going through ecosystems and adaptations, life cycles, weather and climate, and magnetism. And for our homework, we encourage all students to read for at least 20 minutes per night. We will be giving weekly word lists as well as our math homework. Those are optional, but we really encourage students to complete those because it's intended to extend their knowledge.
Math this year uses Math in Focus and supplemental resources that we have for the kids. It's focused on problem solving and perseverance in solving the actual problem as best they can without giving up. It moves from a concrete hands-on to pictorial representation to abstract with just numbers and representations on paper. And it's all about exploration and explanation of their understandings. As far as the classroom shifts, this is a very different dynamic from what we've seen in the past with the classrooms. From raising your hand, sitting silence alone, working on paper, we've moved to the dynamic of they work in group, they talk things out, they understand from one another and the interactions that they have between their peers. So they take notes when they need to and they feel like they understand stuff better that way. They work on problems for as long as it's helpful rather than giving a list of 30 questions and then you're done with it and you've mastered it supposedly. And they have access to more resources around the room, hence the dynamic classroom itself. So for grading this year, we are moving completely to all standards-based grading for every subject area. Our observations, our questioning helps us a lot more than the past of looking at test scores and worksheet papers, although that is part of our component. That's not the end-all be-all for their grades. They are doing all 4 3s, 2s, and 1s that you'll see on the report card for science and social studies for the first time this year, remembering that 4 is not the end of the year expectation. 3 means that they meet the end of the year expectations. Those should not be assumed at the beginning of the year in your child's report card.
We love parent volunteers coming into our room. We love not even just parents, we love grandparents, aunts, and uncles coming in. So if you're interested, each of your teacher will reach out to you through our websites or our weekly newsletters. Classroom, if you're interested, classroom volunteers must attend a training. Dates right now for this training will be shared at a later time. Communication. All third grade teachers will be giving a Friday weekly newsletter. And in this newsletter, you'll find important dates, upcoming tests or documents that are important for you or your child, and next week's topics that they will be learning.
Thank you and welcome to third grade.